The Days of Our Lives preview for the week of June 23 to 27 explodes with suspense, betrayal, and devastating consequences. From a shocking arrest that rocks the DiMera family to a dangerous warning in a custody battle, and a sinister twist in a long-buried shooting, everything is unraveling faster than anyone can control. Let's break down all the emotional highs, dangerous lows, and major game changers coming to Days of Our Lives this week. This week in Salem begins with joy, hope, and a celebration long overdue. Paul Narita and Andrew Donovan are finally tying the knot, a moment that symbolizes resilience, trust, and triumph over adversity. The ceremony is elegant yet intimate, filled with smiles, tears of joy, and the warm presence of family and friends. For once, love seems to be winning in Salem. But as Days of Our Lives fans know, happiness in this town is rarely uninterrupted. As the guests toast to the newlyweds, miles away, a storm is silently brewing, one that will soon explode with devastating consequences. A young girl, Rachel Black, sits with Marlena Evans in a quiet moment of reflection. But what she reveals next turns that serenity into horror. Rachel, still recovering from the psychological wounds of the shooting, suddenly blurts out the name of the person she believes pulled the trigger that fateful night, Johnny DiMera. Marlena freezes. She's trained to remain calm, composed, unshaken. But this time, even she is rattled. She presses gently, asking how Rachel knows. Rachel insists she remembers, she saw it, she's sure. Her tone is trembling yet confident, as if she's finally unburdening a secret that's haunted her. Roman Brady arrives to support the questioning, but what began as a child's innocent confession quickly becomes a bombshell. Could Johnny, the golden boy of the DiMera family, the man trying to live an honest life, really be the one who tried to kill EJ? As this confession spreads behind the scenes, the DiMeras are about to face a nightmare they never saw coming. Johnny DiMera is blindsided. When he's brought in for questioning, he's confused, furious, even. Marlena's eyes are filled with concern, but her voice is stern. Roman presses for answers. Johnny's voice shakes as he pleads his case. I didn't do it. I swear, I never even touched that gun. But Rachel's testimony is damning. And worse, new pieces of evidence begin to surface, circumstantial, perhaps, but compelling enough to justify suspicion. A partial fingerprint, a security glitch, a moment of confusion in Johnny's timeline that he can't seem to explain. Then comes the breaking point. Detective Jada Hunter arrives, her face a mask of reluctant duty. In front of Chanel, in front of Marlena, and in front of his family, she reads Johnny his rights. He's being arrested for the attempted murder of EJ DiMera. The weight of the accusation crushes Johnny's spirit. As the handcuffs click into place, he locks eyes with Chanel, hers filled with horror, his with disbelief. His world, so carefully rebuilt, is crumbling before him. EJ, still recovering, lashes out in disbelief. My own son? He murmurs. Marlena watches in helpless anguish. And Chanel? She's torn between faith in her husband and the terrifying doubt creeping in. The DiMeras are spiraling, and Johnny, now behind bars, faces a justice system he believes has already judged him guilty. But Johnny isn't the only one under fire this week. In a shadowed corner of Salem, Kat Green finds herself unexpectedly, and violently, confronted by Rafe Hernandez. The preview shows a stunning scene. Rafe, usually composed and methodical, grabs Kat with raw urgency. His voice is sharp, his tone accusatory. He pushes her against a wall, not with malice, but with desperation. Tell me what you know, he demands. Kat's eyes flash with fear, but not guilt. It's something else, something deeper. A secret, perhaps. A lie she's lived with for too long. As the moment escalates, Rafe pulls back and urgently makes a phone call. We've got a situation, he says. She's not who she says she is. Who is he calling? The Salem PD? The ISA? Shane Donovan himself? Viewers are left with more questions than answers. What does Rafe know about Kat that no one else does? Why did he act with such sudden aggression? And more importantly, what is Kat hiding? Because behind her polished demeanor and calm exterior lies a truth that could shake Salem's core, and Rafe is about to expose it. As Kat collects herself, her expression hardens. Whatever secret she's been guarding is now at risk. And whatever mission she's been assigned, covert or personal, it's slipping through her fingers. The chase has begun. While chaos unfolds across Salem, Philip Kyriakis is trapped in a different kind of prison, one built from trauma, guilt, and silent suffering. Each night, Philip is tormented by the same nightmare. The terrifying moment when Xander lunged at him, fists clenched, fury burning in his eyes. The memory replays in vivid flashes, the pain, the helplessness, the fear. Philip wakes up in a cold sweat, breathless, reliving the attack as if it happened yesterday. And yet, he says nothing. Bound by a private agreement with Xander, perhaps to protect someone, perhaps to keep the peace, Philip remains silent. It's a dangerous silence, one that erodes his mental stability with every passing day. His mind is at war with his conscience, and the cost of that inner conflict is mounting. But while Philip suffers in silence, someone else is ready to scream for justice: Kate Roberts Brady. Kate has seen the bruises. She's heard the deflection in Philip's voice. She knows something is deeply wrong. And more importantly, she knows who's responsible. Her maternal instincts flare into overdrive. With a fiery determination, Kate tells Roman that she will not let Xander get away with this. Her voice is low but lethal. This isn't just anger, it's a mission. A promise. I don't care what kind of deal they made, she says. Xander doesn't get to beat my son and walk free. She's already digging for answers, for leverage, for any legal or personal tool that will allow her to make Xander pay. And knowing Kate, she won't stop until she does. Meanwhile, the temperature continues to rise in the most volatile storyline of the week, the custody war between Xander and Sarah. Tensions explode when the two come face to face in a brutal confrontation that leaves both emotionally raw. Xander storms in, his frustration boiling over. His voice is sharp, his movements aggressive. He accuses Sarah of plotting to cut him out of Victoria's life, painting her as cold and calculating. "You're insane," he snarls, his accent thickening with emotion. "If you think I'll let you erase me from my daughter's life, you've lost your mind." Sarah stands her ground, trembling but unshaken. She reminds him of his history, of the danger he's posed, of the unstable choices that made her question his fitness as a father. But Xander doesn't want reason. He wants control. Then comes the moment that changes everything. "Let's hope," he says darkly, stepping closer, "you never have to find out what I mean." It's not just a warning, it's a threat veiled in bitterness, desperation, and rage. Sarah's face hardens. This isn't the man she once loved. This is someone else, someone she may need protection from. Terrified by Xander's intensity, Sarah immediately reaches out to District Attorney Melinda Trask, hoping to strengthen her legal case. But in Salem, legal victories don't always equal safety, especially when you're dealing with a man like Xander. His obsession with keeping Victoria is now his driving force. And that desperation is becoming dangerous. If Sarah doesn't act fast, the next confrontation might not be just verbal. This is no longer a custody dispute. It's a fight for control, for power, and for the soul of a little girl caught between two damaged parents. As the week of June 23 to 27 unfolds, Days of Our Lives delivers a relentless barrage of revelations, heartbreak, and betrayal. We've seen a wedding shadowed by a young girl's haunting memory. A son arrested for a crime he swears he didn't commit. A mother's vow to destroy the man who hurt her child. And a custody battle that may soon cross the line into violence. But the questions remain. Will Johnny be able to clear his name, or will Rachel's accusation seal his fate? What is Kat Green hiding, and why did Rafe come after her with such force? And how far is Xander willing to go to win custody of Victoria, and what will Sarah risk to stop him? The secrets are bubbling. The alliances are shifting. And the calm in Salem is about to be shattered once again. Drop your thoughts, theories, and wildest predictions in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss the next shocking twist. Because in Salem, nothing is ever what it seems, and every day could be the one that changes everything.